Hello guys, this is Sammy here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a complete introduction to the Pixellab app. So this is how the icon looks like. This is the Pixellab app here. You can download it from Play Store, or if you want the modded version, I'll just drop the links in the description so you can download this type I'm using. So I'll be introducing you to some of these menus here on Pixellab, so you get a proper view of it. So this first icon here are for default templates on the Pixellab app. This is a default template. This is a default template. All these are default templates. Then if you want to start a new design, you can always click here to start from white, a blank page. So here is for projects. Here are some of my projects I've worked on. You can always save projects from this icon here. This second icon here is what you use to save projects. You save as project and then you write the name. So that's how it works. And then we have this letter A here is for text. It's for text. So you can add text using that plus button there, or using this plus button here. So you can add text using this plus button here, like this. You can edit. Let me just write my name. Okay, so you can edit, you can delete. Let me undo. This is the undo button here, right here. That's the undo button, so you can just bring it back. So this is for copy. This icon here is for copy. And then we have let me delete this. And then we have front and back. So if you have, let's bring in a shape, and then let's change the color to something like this, and then let's bring our text. You can hold the text and then bring it to front or back, front and then back, front and then back. So let's bring it to front. And then we have this panel here, position. This you can use it to move it to wherever you want. You can reduce it so it will move slowly. You can increase it to move it faster. So we have this icon here, relative position. This is used to align your work either to the center of your canvas. This is for center, then this is for middle. This is to shift it to the left, and then this upwards to the right, and then downwards. So let's just take a clearer view like this. This is left, this is downwards, this is right, this is center, middle. So that's how it works. And then we have size. You can come here to increase and then decrease. We have padding. This padding works when you write a particular text and then it's cut. You notice, okay, just see this now. You notice that some texts would not be complete, so you have to increase this to give it some spacing at the front, and then like this. Okay, so I'll just reset that. So we have texture. This texture works like you can add some kind of feel to your text or to a shape. Okay, let's just give it this. Okay, let me just pick this image. That doesn't work well for that. Okay, I have some textures saved on my phone, so I'll just go over to them. I have some textures saved on my phone already. I think it's on my SD card. So I have textures. Okay, so these are some textures. Okay, so let me just choose this silver texture. So texture is just to give your design a kind of a feel. Let me change the font. This icon here is used to change the font. That AB there. Let me change the font to something better. Okay, let me just use this font. Okay, you can see this now. You can just come to that texture again and then increase or decrease, whatever way you like. You can see the effect it's having on it. Okay, so that's silver color. So this is to choose the color. When there's texture, you can't change the color, so you just have to delete the texture and then come to color. You can choose any color you want. You can change the color, and then I have told you about texture. This is opacity. This is to reduce the transparency. This is opacity. And then we have rotate. Then here we have max. This maxing tool, I'll explain that further in subsequent videos. Mostly I use that max when it comes to shape and then creating of some logos on Pixellab. So this is style. You can make it bold, italic. Okay, so you can see this is where padding comes to place. You can see when I made this italic, when I made it, okay, let's cancel this. When I made it italic, you can see it was short. The text became short at the right, you can see. So you have to increase this to make it balanced. So we have underline, and then here is to cancel any effect you have added before. You can cancel from this T, this point T here, this point T here. You can cancel. This is for underline, this is for italic, and this is bold. So we have curve. Okay, you can use this to give some kind of effect. Let's say you made this a circle. Let's say that's a circle. You can always use this curve to walk around whatever you are doing, you can see. So that's by the way. Let me undo that. And then we have background. You can add background to your text. You can add background to your text. You can add background to your text. Black, white, red, whatever color you want to add. Okay, and then on this background you can increase the length of the background, and then you can always increase it using this these panels here. And then reduce, you can make the edge round, or you get. I'll be sharing some tips about this padding in my upcoming videos, but for now let's stop there. So we have alignment. So this is for when you have multiple text. Let me delete this, and then, or let me just write this. Okay, let me just write my email, and then, or should I? what should I, okay, let me just change the font then. Let me just change the font to, let me use this. Okay, so let me reduce the size for this. So this alignment comes in place. You can use this you can use this thing here to rotate. You can use it to rotate too. So when it comes to alignment, you can, okay, let's do this. This is alignment to the left, alignment to the middle, and then to the right. I guess you could see it properly. Then this justify here is when you want them to be kind of the same, you can always adjust it to make them the same line. That's what that justify stands for. Okay, so left, middle, and then left, center, and then right. So we have here, we have line spacing. This is for the space between your text. You can always increase or decrease. So that's how it works. Let me reset. Okay, so we have stroke. You can add stroke to your text. You can add stroke to your text. Okay, that's how it works. You can see. And then you can increase the stroke using this button here. So we have shadow. You can add shadow to, I'll speak more on shadow in my subsequent videos. You can add shadow to your work. You can add shadow. I'll speak more on shadow in my subsequent videos, and then how you can use it to achieve some effects on Pixellab. But for now, I just want you to know what tools exist. This is inner shadow. You can use it to achieve some kind of effects too. This is emboss. This emboss, you use it to achieve some kind of effect too. You can see effects like 3D effects and the rest. You can see how it is now. You can see how it looks like from this emboss feature. So they are used to achieve some kind of 3D effects on your work. And then we have perspective. I'll speak more on this too in my subsequent videos, and then how you can use this to achieve some effects too on Pixellab. So for now, let that be. We have 3D rotate. This also for effects, some text effects, 3D effects. You can see this 3D text. You can see. Let's reduce the depth, and but if we change this to oblique, reduce the depth to 2. Okay, you can always adjust the angles, you see. So that's how it works. That's how it works. You can always increase the depth as you want, and then anyhow you want, you think it's fit for the project you are working on. And then we have 3D shadow too. 3D shadow. We also have reflection. We also have reflection. So we also have reflection, text reflection. So then the next thing we'll be talking about, the next layer or menu on Pixellab we'll be discussing is this one here, which is actually the shape panel. You can just come here. This is for sticker. There are some stickers here you can use. There are some stickers here you can use. Stickers and then emojis. Stickers and then emojis. And then here we have import. This is for when you want to bring something from your gallery to your workspace. Okay, so that's it. Import. So you can delete. Okay, let's undo that. You can delete. You can crop to square, whatever dimension you want. You can copy. You can bring this, okay, to front or back. you can move, just same thing as text. You can centralize, you can increase the size, you can add color, you can add texture, opacity, stroke, color filters, hue. These are just some edits. You can use it to edit hue, saturation, brightness, contrast. This is for when you import something from your gallery. So we have stroke, we have eraser. You always use this to clear any parts you want to work on. So let me undo that. Okay, so we have erase color. You can always pick any color from a project you don't want a particular color to be on it. You can do this, you can use this method. We have rotate, then we have 3D rotate. All of these I've explained them in on the text layers too, so I guess you should know them by now. So this layer here, we use this layer for background. Here is color. You can change the color of your background. You can change the color of your background. And then we have this layer here, the second option. We have transparent. You can always save your work as with transparent background. You can save a project in transparent background. Let me off my data. Okay, then we have image size. This is where you can choose the size of your image. If it's square, profile picture, YouTube banner, thumbnail, cover art, Facebook cover art, Google Plus, and then you can always customize it to whatever dimension you want. You can always customize your workspace. You can always customize your workspace. So that's how it works. Let me just go back and then undo that, and then just choose. Let's just choose. Oh, what's wrong? Let's choose the default square size we're using. Square size. So, and then you can bring in image. Okay, these are some of default backgrounds on Pixellab. These images here are default backgrounds. You can bring in image from your gallery to use as your background. You can bring this to use as your background from gallery. This one here, and then you can bring something from your camera too. This is for camera. You can always bring in something from your camera. Whatever you want to use, you can always bring it from your camera. Okay, so that's by the way. So then here, this place, this option here, this last menu here, it's for edit on your background. This is, you can see how the background rotated. This is vignette. It's an effect you can add to your background. You can always change the color, you see. So that's by the way. This is noise. You can add noise to your background. You can add noise. You can add stripes. Okay, you see, you can add stripes. You can increase the brightness, and then you can add contrast, hue, and then saturation. So that is by the way with this menu here. I've explained everything on this button bar here. So this top bar, this plus button, I use. This is one of the major tool on Pixellab. You can use it to bring in sticker shapes, instead of coming here to bring shapes from here, instead of bringing shapes from here, or instead of bringing shapes from here, you can always use that plus button above here to bring shapes, or to bring any element you want to bring in to your canvas. This is draw. You can use this to make some kind of sketches, illustrations, whatever you want to use it for. Okay, that's for draw. And then here is to save your image, and always ensure you save your image in PNG and then Ultra to bring in high quality image. So then we have here is for share. Okay, same thing, export. And then we have some default quotes templates here. Default quotes templates, we have motivation, success, friendship, happiness, inspiration, and the rest of that. So we have here, here is for grids. This is grids. This is grids. Okay, this is undo. This is zoom. Okay, that's for zoom. So you can click this and then use your fingers to bring them closer. So this is grids. You can always use it to align your work so it doesn't exceed certain limits. Okay, so and then here this is layers. This is for you to see whatever elements you have brought into your workspace. Whatever element you have brought into your workspace, you can always see it from here. You can use this to lock. Okay, and then you can use this I button to hide it. Okay, this is delete. You can delete that. So here are some of the things you need to know about Pixellab. This is for full screen view, and then exports. I think most of those things I've already explained them. You can always save as project, write the name you want to be there, and then save it. So this is the end of this tutorial. Maybe in subsequent time I'll be explaining what some layers could be used for more than what I just explained. Some have multiple functions. So if this video seems like something you really enjoyed, if you enjoyed this video, then I would urge you to give this video a thumbs up and then subscribe to this channel for more value and then more videos like this. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and then turn on that notification so you would be notified whenever I upload new videos on the channel. Thank you.